Welcome everyone to the greatest return in the official verse, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the return of New Japan Pro Wrestling. My name, of course, is Jesse James, back here on commentary for the greatest weekly show in sports entertainment. We are here live with New Japan Strong, baby. New show, new look, new everything. Coming out first, though, this is all too familiar faces. Robbie Eagles, the first man to make the return here in New Japan. What an honor it is for Robbie Eagles to be that first person. Oh my goodness, guys. It feels so good that we are back here in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Starting things off, let you guys know we have 2 title matches scheduled here for tonight. First off is going to be for the Never Openweight Championship. Guys, if you don't understand what's going on, it's fine. Allow me to explain. A lot's happened since last time we were here in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So basically, anybody that left New Japan Pro Wrestling for an extended period of time that held the championship, such as Robbie Eagles, Zack Sabre Jr., Guerrillas of Destiny, all of them, their titles has since been dropped, vacated, gone. The only championships that are still with a champion right now is Darby Allin, who still holds the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, and then Kazuchika Okada, since he was only in NXT for a couple of short appearances, we are able to basically, he was right on the fence to losing the title. So he was able to keep his and keep the undefeated streak of the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. Getting my tongue tied. I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. So going on with this first matchup is going to be an 8-man elimination match to determine the new Never Openweight Champion. Guys, the reason why Robbie Eagles was the first entrance into this matchup, though, is he is the former champion. He was the one that lost it when New Japan sadly went off TV. So real quick, gonna say hello Nelson, hello AJ, hello Ken, hello Matt, welcome. Answering some questions. Okada back under contract? Yes, he is. Okada is officially back under contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling. He was able to have his fun little time over in NXT. He's no longer a part of the NXT brand. Instead, he is back here home in New Japan Pro Wrestling with the IWGP Intercontinental Championship firmly around his waist. Nice to have New Japan Pro Wrestling back. Hello, Beats. Oh, you guys have no idea. It feels so good. But again, guys, we have some mixed people. We got people from all over the world come together to make a new roster here in New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's not the same as what it was. Evidence of who's on our screen right now, none other than the masterpiece, Chris Adonis, make his official New Japan Pro Wrestling debut here, ladies and gentlemen. We saw him wrestle in NWA, had some very good matches to start off. Discord PMs me in a second. Okay, I could check that real quick. Oh, dear Lord. To represent the dumpster fire known as the Jets, I figured you'd enjoy this. You know, I will give it to you, Matthew. I will give it to you. It's very creative. And what is with that Titantron for whoever's coming out next? I will be fixing that in the near future. I know who it is now. Never mind. But anyways, that is definitely creative. I will give you that. I will 100% give you that one. Here it is, coming out though, Hiromu Takahashi. We have not seen this man in quite a while. By the way, Kian, he may look a little familiar. Thank you again. Kian hooked me up, showed me a couple of places, get some really good calls on PS4, in which Hiromu Takahashi was one of them. Grabbed water. I got water right here. Just got a sip of water. Make sure you get some beverages. You know it. So the formula for New Japan Strong is going to be a 4-match card, you guys. I figure 5 is a little too much, and I figure 4 is kind of like that nice even ground. While most shows, while the other shows, specifically I think TNA and AEW, they have 5. They also have a women's match, which kind of makes the reason for why having 5. So I think the formula of having 4 matches for New Japan Strong is going to be a lot better. It's going to be a lot easier going for everything. So there's that. Gosh, there's so much to talk about. Okay, we will also be seeing Jesse, you need to turn the Titantron trick to pattern B and turn off everyone's... I thought I did, to be completely honest, because look, now you don't see it with PJ Black, you know what I mean? Like, you don't see his patterns. I have 6. Okay, you have 6. Wow, you have 6 matches for a show, King? I thought you only have 5. Wow. But yeah, AJ, you see what I mean? Like, you don't see the Titantron there for PJ Black. It works when it wants to work, and it's infuriating. So going into New Japan Pro Wrestling, we're going to be starting things off in the best way possible. Is that the first major event that we're going to be running into here in New Japan Pro Wrestling, it is revised, Season 3 revised, is that we are going to be running into the G1 Climax. And unlike in previous years, it is not a set people in the tournament. Instead, everyone other than the 3 representatives from NXT, AEW, and of course Impact will have to earn their way in, winning qualifier matches. So right now, there are technically 3 people already in the G1 Climax. We have to get 7 more people. Tonight, we will be getting 2 of those. As for the 3, I don't know when I'm going to announce who from NXT, AEW, or Impact is in it. Just know that it's going to be a big year. Alright? The G1 Climax, it potentially has the potential to be the biggest year yet. Even though I do think year 1 was bigger, it has the potential already. Just through representatives from the other companies, it's going to be huge. Video games suck sometimes. In the new hockey game, there are 24 players that EA just decide to duplicate for no reason. They can't ever be perfect, LOL. You can try to make a video game perfect, but there will always be something dumb. Amen. Amen to that. I cannot agree more. Rich Swann, everybody, though, making his return. Former NWA, or former Never Openweight Champion. Defended the title at Wrestle Kingdom this past season. Lost it to another person who was in this matchup, PJ Black. Oh, wait, no, PJ Black didn't lose it. He didn't lose to PJ Black. He lost to James Storm. That's right. I'm trying to remember things, guys. It's been so long. We haven't seen New Japan Pro Wrestling here on my channel since June. That's how long it has been since we have seen New Japan Pro Wrestling under my name. Are the Jets doing any better? Coming out next, though, real quick before I answer that question, coming out next is a new debuting star known as Tyler Rust. This man who's been on the independent circuit, shaking names, making waves, trying to become that next big superstar, trying to land a contract in a company and become that next big name. He's found himself here now in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I've heard he is not under contract yet, but this is a trial run right here, and a trial run in a championship matchup. I mean, that's pretty good when you think about it. They're doing Jet sayings. He looks like Pac if he was British. If he wasn't British. Hello, Josh. Welcome. So to answer your question, AJ, how are the Jets doing? I would say right now the Jets are better than they were last season, just because we already got our first win in like week 4, or was it it was week 4, rather than last season. I think we got our first win in like week 14. So yeah, wasn't the one? Yes, Tyler Rust was in the Diamond Mine IRL. You are correct with that. That's where Tyler. That's where you know where Tyler Rust was from. He was in the Diamond Mine IRL, but was also released by WWE. Yes. Have you tried the new Madden yet? Because, oh boy, was it a mess on the first week. No, I don't really play the Madden games. I don't play the Madden games. Your mic sounds way better now. Would recommend maybe turning it down a tad as it's louder than the game. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to do that right now, because it would also turn off the game visuals, but I will work on that for next time, Josh. Best thing I could do is talk a little quieter, which is a little bit harder for me to do, but you know, we'll try doing that. Tomohiro Ishii, by the way, guys who's been chasing that Never Openweight Championship for a while now. He's not been able to get his hands on the title, but he's come close over the past couple of years. Could this be his time? Guys, can we just say real quick though, how freaking hype is it? How freaking exciting is it that we are back with New Japan Pro Wrestling? Oh my goodness, just seeing that logo on my screen in the bottom right hand corner, it means something. It means so much. And I'm so happy and so proud that it's back. I believe this is the final entrant in the matchup. Yes, it is. And speaking of a big return, we haven't seen this man since he lost to Samurai del Sol a number of months ago, and that is Toa Henare. New look here in New Japan. I like it though. Skip the pants and went into the tights here is Toa Henare, former NW. You know what the heck? I keep on saying NWA, but it needs to be former IWGP United States Championship. Had honestly a dark horse match at Wrestle Kingdom against Ilya Dragunov. Making his long-awaited return. He's not had the Never Openweight Championship. Looking to win that title here tonight. Jesse, you know what we need in a 2K game? Japan-style corner pads. I am ready for the return of the Phantom. The Phantom is in the roster. I will let you know Taichi is in the roster, and I do have a new Taichi cloth mat. So I will be unveiling that, not this episode, but probably maybe next episode. I don't know. New Japan is better than NWA. I mean, roster alone, it's better than NWA. Trust me, there's names from NWA that have stuck and has moved over here to New Japan Pro Wrestling as the company went out of business. But here we go. This is an 8-man elimination match. Winner of this matchup is crowned the Never Openweight Championship. Guys, I would like to know, who do you got winning this matchup? Hiromu Takahashi, Tyler Rust, Robbie Eagles, PJ Black, Chris Adonis, Tomohiro Ishii, Rich Swann, or Toa Henare. That is a long list of names, but one of these men is going to be the new Never Openweight Champion, while the other seven are sadly going to be walking out of this ring losers. I figured this is the best match to return to, honestly, for New Japan, because I have been known for doing these big 8-man elimination matches because I think they are so much fun. I think they are great. I do realize I need to tone them down this time around, and I will tone them down this time around. I promise you guys that. I just think it is fun. I really do love it, and I think it's fun. So yeah, we won't be seeing very much of these more often. I do think it is a fun thing to do for these 8-man elimination matches. I think it is fun to do that for King of Pro Wrestling, to determine who is the King of Pro Wrestling. Last year it was Ilya Dragunov, and you know, when it comes time for the pay-per-view, we'll be able to crown a new one. Hey Beats, did you sign my boy ZSJ? I can't really, the thing is, right now ZSJ is in a tough spot. ZSJ currently has not signed with anyone due to his injuries that he has sustained after the attack of Nick Aldis last week. That is true. Kean, if you didn't check out Kean's stream yesterday, ZSJ did make a big statement against Pac yesterday. Keen, if you would like to say that statement here in the chat, you have full permission to do so, just so you know. But to my knowledge, ZSJ has not signed with New Japan yet, and I'm not even sure if he's signed with Impact. I don't know what he's really going on about, especially after his battle with Nick Aldis. I wouldn't even be surprised if he signed with NXT just so he could get his hands on Aldis again. First pin, Toa Hinari on Robbie Eagles, but it's not getting. Meanwhile, Chris Adonis trying to take out PJ Black. The Darewolf, always great to see the Darewolf back in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I have not gotten the chance to. I have not gotten a chance to rewatch AEW or Impact. Probably should do that later tonight. Probably going to do that after the show today. So, okay, so because commentating for these 8-man matches is very, very hard and difficult to do, I actually want to talk about an idea that was going to happen in NWA, and which was going to be my big storyline, my big storyline for NWA, me trying to make a new star, basically. The admins know about this, especially Josh, but for those who don't know, here's the story. So it started, of course, with Samurai Del Sol taking out Sting, in which Sting, first person eliminated is PJ Black. Whoa, that's a big elimination. In which Sting, of course, got taken out, but originally, Nick Aldis was not going to be the general manager to NWA Power. Just the timing for, the Bunny has been eliminated. The timing for New Japan to come back, and the storyline that Josh and I came up with NWA being bought by NXT and Nick Aldis being the one in charge, it fit so well. So we made Aldis the new general manager instead, in which we got that awesome moment last week, in which Aldis basically made another match for the NWA World Championship with ZSJ after he won. The original general manager for NWA Power, the new one anyways, was going to be Wade Bennett. In case if you don't know who Wade Bennett is, that is Wade Barrett. I did know that, Josh. So yeah, Wade Bennett was going to be the new general manager, and which Darby was still originally going to come out. He was going to take out Samurai Del Sol, and he was going to be the new national champion as a result of avenging Sting. There was going to be a feud that was going to last a month or two between Darby and Samurai Del Sol, kind of stemming from the IRL feud of Great Muta and Sting. So what was going to happen after that, though, is Sting was going to return. Sting was going to be basically trying to get his position back as NWA General Manager, in which Wade wasn't going to let it go. Wade was going to keep his position at top, making the rules and making things better, in which Wade was actually going to be it was going to be this kind of the start of the factions in NWA, in which he was going to be the leader of the Alliance. In which you would have seen the wrestling prodigies in that as well, and a couple other people who I can't remember at the time. But again, going with that, it was all going to cultivate in a national championship match, NWA national championship match between Darby Allin and Wade Bennett at Into the Fire, in which it was going to be, it literally was going to be my feud of NWA for the first year, in which it was months and months of building. No one knew where it was going to go. We would have seen Wade Bennett versus Sting. Probably would have been the only time Sting would have ever been in action in NWA. Of course, he was going to lose, but still. In which, in my opinion, I was thinking more or less of putting Wade over Darby, in order to make a new big name. However, there was others, aka Josh, who strongly disagreed to that notion. Oh, look at that. Tyler Russ with a very unique submission maneuver there on Hiromu Takahashi. Takahashi able to get out of it, though. Buried is great, though. I really, like, when Josh traded me, Bennett, whatever you want to call him, I was happy. I'm like, you know what? No one has made this guy into a big, massive star since he beat Randy Orton for the WWE Championship in GGE. This is my opportunity to recreate that star. And I was looking forward to it. I really was. This was a storyline which I was excited for. This was supposed to be my sequel to Darby and Tetsuya Naito, to be, in a sense of words, is to see Robbie Eagle taking flight. Oh my goodness. No eliminations since PJ Black. Never mind. Robbie Eagles eliminates Chris Adonis. We're down to 6 now. There's only one time B&B was over in the official verts, and that's because of RP Matt. We've actually been talking to B&B in the fantasy football chat, AJ, so we're actually in talk with him still. He's cool. Do you want a title house show? Yeah, what kind of superstar in GGE wins a world title on house shows? You know, I mean, like Wade Barrett, and, you know, another European who I'll never be able to see actually win a world title in GGE. Mainly Swiss. I wonder if B&D/Matt would be interested in returning to the stream with the B&B persona, LOL. He probably would. I mean, Matt/B&B, he's a lot of fun to have, especially in character. Like, I don't mind him. He's always fun. I think he's a Bills fan, in which it makes things even more fun with him, to be completely honest. Robbie Eagles taking flight 450, takes out Manny Namura. Manny Namura getting hit with the 450. Oh my goodness. Now Rich Swann. That might be lights out there for Toa Hinard, but Manny's down. Swann taking the opportunity, but there's no opportunity to take. Bills are doing really good so far this season. They are 4-1 right now. With that big victory over the Chiefs last night, it just makes things even bigger and better for the Bills. So, yeah. Yeah, I noticed that, Matt. It's not the Black Mass, but it's very close. How is Seattle doing? They'd be your team? Matt Kean, I'm not too sure about Seattle. Really, you'd say Bill? I would say Bills are best in league. Bills are undefeated. Currently, there's only one team that's undefeated right now, to my knowledge, and that is the Cardinals. Russell Wilson is out for a month, so that's not good. And oh my goodness, Rich Swann. They're 2-3. Okay, so they're pretty. Would you say that is below average, being 2-3? I mean, I know it's early on in the season, but technically that's below average. Or that's below. Above would be 3-2. Now Rich Swann trying to take out Toa Hinari. Almost does it too. Wow. Falcons and Chiefs got the same record, just saying. I'll give you that one, Matt. That's good. All I know is my Jets have a bye week this week. We're not playing this weekend, so I'm happy with that. Next time we play, though, is the we play the Patriots for the second time this season already. In which, this might actually not be a bad thing. The reason why I say it might not be a bad thing is we got basically 2 weeks to prepare for the Patriots. Alright? I mean, I don't think we're going to win that match, but I definitely think it'll be better than the first time. Wow, this matchup is still going on. All 6 of these competitors giving it 450 thrash. Don't Ishii. That's got to do it this time. There's no way Ishii's going to be able to kick out of this one. Count to 10. 1, 2. Whoa. Okay, never mind then. So far, everybody's pick is still in this. Everyone thinks Takahashi is going to be the one to win this matchup. And he's still in it, still in there loving it. I'm loving fantasy. I would too, Keen. You're undefeated. This is by far your best season in fantasy. But Keen, it's not a matter of how you run the race. It's how you finish it. And you could be doing fantastic the entire season of fantasy. But then if you go and lose at the very end, what is it all for? Because I remember you had a better record than me last season, and I still beat you in the finals. Just going to point that out there. All it takes is one bad game. Keen will fall sometime soon. I don't know. He's 5-0 now. I mean, to be completely fair, it is a very big, good feat, to be completely honest. Oh, here we go. That submission mover. I love the submission mover here by Tyler Rust. That's such a unique one. We don't see that very often. Kian, you never did answer my question, by the way, in the fantasy football chat. Like, if there was a team in our league, like, which team do you fear the most, to be completely honest? Like, if there was a team out of the other 9 teams that you feared, which team would it be? And now, oh my, Robbie Eagle's gonna fly again. And again, Tomohiro Ishii getting the knees up. Ladies and gentlemen, who is gonna win this matchup? Who is gonna be the new Never Openweight Champion? Just staple, this is basically our TV title, which will be defended on New Japan Strong. Or probably Bob or Lamas. I mean, to be fair, Lamas has the second best record, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, Takahashi eliminates Rick Swann. That is a huge elimination. Oh, I don't know if I will, AJ, to be completely honest. I'd rather keep the old one. I was waiting for somebody to ask me that question if I was going to bring in the new one. But I don't think I'm going to. I really like the look of the older one, so I think I'm just going to keep that. Unless it's like people are really like pounding on me saying, get the new title, get the new title, get the new title. And now, oh my, Takahashi right now, impressive. Not only that, Tyler Rust is doing fantastic. Remember, this is this trial match here for New Japan to get a contract. Could you imagine getting not even getting a contract, but winning the title? Tyler Rust inadvertently saved Toa Hinari there. Now Tyler, what is he going to go for here? Tyler Rust. Now Hiromu Takahashi is trying to get another. Oh my goodness! Goes for the cover. What an upset this would be. 1, 2, almost. B&B would have beat Kian this week if they played the fantasy. Don't bring it in. It would have been close. With a junior tag division of the 100 championship titles that are New Japan Pro Wrestling IRL would not work here in this universe, because I have maybe 10 tag teams, maybe 10, and that is pushing it. In which plans coming for the future, there's going to be less of that. Tomohiro Ishii taps out. We are down to 4. Alright guys, crunch time now. Down to 4. Maybe down to 3. 1, 2. And Tyler Rust stays in it. Alright guys, final 4. Toa Hinari, Tyler Rust, Robbie Eagles, Hiromu Takahashi. Who wins this matchup, guys? We are down to 4. Last person standing wins right now. All 4 of these men have had big moves, big moments in this matchup. One of them is going to go on to win. The other 3 are sadly not. Who do you got winning now after everything that we've seen already in this matchup? You know what? I'm gonna say it. I think Tyler Rust is gonna win. I think this is the moment Tyler Rust has been waiting for in his career as a wrestler, waiting for his big opportunity, his big moment, and I think that this is it. He's in the ring though with three other young, hungry talents, so it is going to be hard, but I think he can do it. Hey, I'm gonna go out with my dad to grab lunch. Be back later. Okay. Alright, AJ. And now, Robbie Eagles! That might be it for Romo. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this. Eagles. Not wasting any time. Takahashi getting knees up right in the nick of time here against Robbie Eagles. Eagles hoping to get back the title that he never lost. The title that was stripped of him because he went to NWA. Hoping to regain what is his. He's on his way to doing it. He's almost there. Only 3 more eliminations and it's over and done. Tyler Rust and Hiromu Takahashi, or not Hiromu Takahashi, but Toa Henare. These two men have been duking it for the last several minutes here in this matchup. And another man punch. As I can do it. 1, 2. Oh, what? That looked like 3. That 100% looked like 3 on Tyler Rust. I swear that was 3. Robbie Eagles taking flight. 1, 2. Oh, kick out 2.5. And now Tyler Rust slants Toa Henare. And now back and forth. Oh my! Oh, Tyler Rust might have just knocked out Toa Henare there. Who is gonna win this match? All 4 of these men. Doesn't surprise me that your dad is his first one. And now Tyler Rust picking up Henare. Oh my goodness, I'm getting exhausted. This is only the first matchup of the show. No! Henare! That might be it for Tyler Rust. Tyler Rust in trouble. 1, 2. And Tyler Rust has been eliminated. Wow, what a showing though from the young upstart Tyler Rust. Good showing from that young man, that is for sure. Ooh, Eagles been landing right on his head. That is not good. And now, Toa Henare taking a shot here on Takahashi. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, we were down now to 2. Toa Henare and Robbie Eagles, the final 2 in this matchup. One of these men is going to be the Never Openweight Champion. Who is it going to be? Eagles right now, like I said, trying to get back what is his. Trying to get what is his, what he never lost. Henare trying to create history for himself. Remember, Toa Henare was in the final 2 of the New Japan Cup this year, in which he lost to La Sombra. In a big-time clash, though, but he ended up losing to La Sombra right in the final 2. And now, Henare hoisting up. Eagles, though, rolls through. Goes 1, 2. Robbie Eagles steals it. Robbie Eagles just steals it. Robbie Eagles gains what is his. Oh my goodness. Robbie Eagles claims what is rightfully his. Robbie Eagles getting the title that he never lost. Wow. Eagles saying this title is mine. I won it fair and square once, and I will win it fair and square again. Two-time Never Openweight Champion, Robbie Eagles. Wow! First person to walk into the match, and he is the last one to leave. What a good opening matchup for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now, it's time to get into some G1 Climax. Alright, in order to get into the tournament, you have to earn your spot. Newcomer to New Japan Pro Wrestling, Alexander Hammerstone made massive waves in NWA, but are those waves big enough to go and basically take down the last samurai, Hiroki Goto, former IWGP Heavyweight Champion himself? This man is dangerous. This man literally put the company on his back, and now he's back and ready to claim what is rightfully his. He won the G1 Climax before. He could do it again. This is going to be a big time matchup between these two men. Everyone's saying Hammerstone for this matchup. No faith in the former world champion Hiroki Goto. That honestly surprises me, ladies and gentlemen. I would think that some people would think that Hiroki Goto, being former world champion, would kind of prove everyone else wrong. I don't know, maybe these people also forgot how dangerous Hiroki Goto could actually be. Coming out first, though, making his official New Japan Pro Wrestling debut. Coming from NWA, saying he wasn't going to go, he definitely wasn't going to be going over to NXT, AEW, and Impact did not shoot any offers for him. It only made sense to go into the land of the rising sun, to where all the new heat, the new action is at, and make a big name for himself early on. And that is Alexander Hammerstone. One of the biggest names I would say that came out of NWA. Not the biggest, but definitely one of the biggest ones. And sadly, wasn't able to do too much in his time over in NWA, other than feud with Chris Hero and get screwed over by Nick Aldis. Then he thought what happened to him, he got screwed over by Nick Aldis. Aldis had some new time to screw over of what he did to ZSJ. Come to think about it, it wasn't a couple of months ago that nobody really knew who this man was, what his style was, or what he was about. Then, because of NWA, everyone now knows him, everyone likes him, everyone understands he's a hard-hitting, bad something or other son of a gun who's ready to win. Now everyone likes him, and it amazes me that even though a lot of people are like dissing and all that on NWA, if it wasn't for NWA, we wouldn't really have a star in Alexander Hammerstone. If that makes any sense to you guys. I love how I turn off the Titantron and it still like shows the Titantron. Like seriously. This episode is brought to you in part by WWE. I know it does, but it's still aggravating as all heck, but you guys, you understand that. By the way, new call for Hiroki Goto, new season, new call. Well, Samurai coming out in a more prestigious and more fitting attire, I would say. Again, nobody thinks this man has a chance at beating Hammerstone. I think you guys are all about to be surprised. We're all about to remember why this man is so dangerous. Why he's a former world champion. Why he's a former G1 Climax winner. Won the whole tournament. Went undefeated throughout the entire tournament. Beating names such as CM Punk. Beating names such as MJF. WWE bought New Japan Pro Wrestling too. They're trying to. They're trying to. You see, they can't beat their competition, so they try buying their competition. And just like that, Hammerstone going for a quick cover already here on Hiroki Goto. And now, oh, they drop across the throat of Goto right now. This has been all Hammerstone in the early goings of this matchup. Goto, though, will still hurt me. Decided to switch things up now. And now Hiroki Goto is going to be going here up against Alexander Hammerstone, just trying to take apart the arm here of Hammerstone. Gotta imagine, Hiroki Goto has been on a shelf. He has been waiting for the opportunity to get back in this ring for many, many months. And now the opportunity is finally here. Gotta think, is there going to be a little thing called ring rust, ladies and gentlemen? Ring rust is a thing. You spend so much time not in the ring, not practicing your routines, not going through the motions every single day, and eventually it catches up to you. Gotta think, is that going to be, are we going to be seeing that here with Hiroki Goto or anyone else in New Japan, honestly? I mean, don't get me wrong, in the other two matches we got here for tonight, all four of them are with sold New Japan guys that didn't go anywhere. Well, kinda. We do have one that kinda went somewhere. But that is besides the point. Actually, we have two of them that kinda went somewhere, now that I think about it. And guys, gotta remember, I have not said this in a long time. There's a couple of things I haven't said in a long time. But I will say it every single episode from here on, and I will say it every episode from now until the end. Here in New Japan Pro Wrestling, countouts occur at count of 20, unlike in other companies, which countouts occur at a count of 10. We give these superstars extra time to fight on the outside of the ring, and also to ensure that we do not get count-out victories, because nobody likes count-out victory. Now Goto, arm drag there from Alexander Hammerstone, going for a clothesline, ducks underneath it, back and forth action, starting to pick up here between Hiroki Goto and Alexander Hammerstone. Hammerstone, remember this is a G1 Climax Qualifier. The winner of this will be technically the first man to enter into the tournament out of the 7 remaining slots. Now Hammerstone plants him. 1, 2, kick out 2. Very close there for Hammerstone. Almost put away Goto already. Now, oh, clothesline there. Clothesline to Alexander Hammerstone. Josh, do you need a cough drop or something like that? It seems like you're catching a cold or something like that. Now Goto picking back up Hammerstone though reverses Goto, having all the right answers to everything Goto throws at him. 1, kick out 2 there from Hiroki Goto. And now, oh boy, Hammerstone saying enough is enough. Let's end this. Let's end this right here, right now. Plants him for a second time. 1, 2, what? Hello, Bob. Welcome to New Japan Strong. You're seeing the first qualifier match for the G1 Climax. Hiroki Goto versus Alexander Hammerstone. Goto's remarkably staying in this matchup. Now Goto going to damage the leg of Hammerstone. Who is going to win this matchup? Who is going to get ahead and go into the tournament? And now Hiroki Goto kick right to the spine of Alexander Hammerstone. This is not looking good now. Goto has been in full control of Hammerstone for a good minute now. Kick out 2 there from Alexander Hammerstone. Goto though unable to get his big moves here in on Hammerstone. That's going to be the thing that's going to cost him. He needs to start getting those big moves in that we've been able to see Hammerstone get on Goto already. And Goto reverses Hammerstone again. Thought this was NWA. Nah, NWA is dead. And oh my goodness, those swift kicks right to the head of Alexander Hammerstone. Hiroki Goto just as brutal as ever, to be completely honest. Picking back up Hammerstone now. Hammerstone with Bashuros. Rooski. A staple move that we've seen out of the legendary AJ Styles, also used by Hiroki Goto. Oh my goodness, headbutt. And now, Goto! That might be it, ladies and gentlemen. That might be it right there. Goes for the cover. Is that going to do it? Hammerstone in trouble. 1, 2. Kick out 2. Hiroki Goto could barely believe it. He thought for sure he had won. And oh no, back to back? You can't be serious. Oh, Hammerstone reverses it though. And now it's Hammerstone. Hammerstone back and forth. Each one going for their biggest moves. What is this? Goto! Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Hiroki Goto goes on to the G1 Climax. What an ending to that match. Oh my goodness. Now look at this. Hammerstone. Oh! Hammerstone obviously frustrated. Hammerstone has been on a big losing streak as of lately, but no. That is not tolerated here. Did we just see Alexander Hammerstone 100% turned heel, I think, ladies and gentlemen? Wow, I didn't think we would see Hammerstone turn heel. Regardless, Alexander Hammerstone did not win. The first person to make it into the G1 Climax is Hiroki Goto. Wow. I could tell I think we just found our next feud, ladies and gentlemen. But speaking of feuds, speaking of big worldwide matchups, it is now time for a big one. Shingo Takagi, the Dragon, Shingo Takagi, versus the Ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi. This is going to be a good one. I'm greatly looking forward to this matchup, guys, and so should you. I gotta ask, though, I gotta know, who do you got winning this matchup? Shingo Takagi, a name that is on the brink of becoming a new main event star, or Hiroshi Tanahashi, a veteran who is already a main event star? Chat, all going for Tanahashi here. No faith in the Dragon. I'm surprised. You know, y'all voted for Alexander Hammerstone, and he lost. Y'all voted for Hiroshi Takahashi, and he lost. Maybe y'all shouldn't just go for the same guy and actually be different. Might surprise you. Might surprise you, just saying. By the way, guys, I do want to ask is what you guys do think of the New Japan Strong Arena. This is the one that was introduced earlier on in the year. Just never got a really big, good chance to use it. And I am curious what you guys think of the arena. Personally, I really do like it. And I thought it fits New Japan Strong, a new style, definitely different from New Japan Live. He's the Ace for a reason. He's the Ace, but he didn't defeat Adam Cole. You know, he's the Ace, but he didn't defeat Adam Cole. Just gonna point that out there. There he is, though, the Dragon, Shingo Takagi. Like I said, this guy, former two-time IWGP United States champion right here. What an accolade it would be for him to go and win the G1 Climax and go on to Wrestle Kingdom to win the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Oh, are you sure it's not bad, Josh? You sure it's not too big and flashy, as one would say? And there goes the rest of my water. Alright, and the crowd has just erupted, and for good reason too. There he is, the ace himself, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Fresh from coming back from competing in WWE against Adam Cole in the King of the Ring tournament, first round, put up a hell of a fight against Adam Cole, but sadly was unable to get the win. He's since licked his wounds and has returned home. As soon as he heard the news that New Japan was back, he rushed home as quickly as possible to be here on the first show. He went into Jesse James' office. He said, I want a match. I don't care who you're going to put me up against. I want to fight. He said, I'll do you one better. How about a G1 Climax Qualifier? And here we go. This is going to be a big clash between two very game fighters here in New Japan Pro Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. You have the high-flying sensation, the ace Hiroshi Tanahashi. Meanwhile, you have the hard-hitting brutality style of Shingo Takagi. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a really good match, to be completely honest. You know who the winner is in this matchup? The fans. That's who the winners are going to be. Alright, here we go. Ring the bell. This matchup is officially official, and here we go. Tanahashi with a quick takedown already here on Shingo Takagi. And throwing him to the ground. A little bit of aggression there from Hiroshi Tanahashi. Right now, Tanahashi in almost full control here, the early stages of this match. Now Takagi out muscling Hiroshi Tanahashi, putting him there into the corner. Manny forcing the break here. No one cheap shots, nothing like that. Trying to go for those signature clotheslines is Shingo Takagi. But Tanahashi saw it coming and ducked underneath it. Now Takagi gonna pick up Tanahashi, throwing him up over the ropes now. What is he gonna do? What's gonna happen here? And now putting him up in the middle rope. Oh my, middle rope DDT there from the Ace Warrior. Dragging in the middle of the ring, goes for the first couple of the matchup early on, and Takagi quickly going to kick out of that one. Takagi back up to his feet now. Takagi, what a choke slam! And Takagi right now on one big move gets himself back in this matchup as quickly as possible. Now Shingo Takagi trying to go for that clothesline again, but not going to let him get it is Tanahashi instead. Oh my goodness gracious. Takagi now gonna go for a cover on Tanahashi. Both these men trying to finish this match off quick. Remember, in the G1 Climax, these individuals, they're not just gonna be able to fight to their leisure. There is a time limit that they all understand. And that if they don't win a match within the time limit, then they both only get a point apiece rather than 2 points. And now here we go, Tanahashi back in the ring. Shingo Takagi, though, reverses. Who's going to be the first one to get that big move on their opponent? That's what I'm curious about, to be honest. It's not right now who could get the early on lead. Who's going to get that first really big move? We saw it last matchup with Alexander Hammerstone, in which Hammerstone ended up losing the match as a result. So I'm curious on who's going to get it in this match. And now, trying to go for the legs. Shingo Takagi saying, not today, not right now. Hiroshi. And now, taking out the arm is Hiroshi Tanahashi. Tanahashi now, what is he going to go for here? Not going to go for anything. Trying to slap to the face and not going to let it happen is Takagi. Over the ropes again. Takagi, this time counters it. And again, Hiroshi Tanahashi trying to go for some move over the ropes. Here we go again. This is the second time that we've seen this match. Middle rope DDT. And now, Tanahashi trying to set up for that big move early on. Is this going to be enough? Is it going to put him away? Connects. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out 2. Shingo Takagi right now in a world of trouble here against Hiroshi Tanahashi. Tanahashi now. Oh, reversal by Takagi. Reversal by Tanahashi. And now... Oh my! Shingo Takagi sending Hiroshi Tanahashi crashing right down to the mat with a force too. And now the brawl is starting to begin on the outside of the ring. Remember, guys, people have a count out of 20 here. So they got plenty of time to do as much damage as they please to each other. Takagi now. Takagi! Is that going to be enough? Oh, he doesn't go for the pin. Why did he go for the pin? Instead, sending Tanahashi crashing down to the mat. Shingo Takagi not going for the pin, knowing it's not going to be enough to put away Tanahashi. I'm surprised, though. More than anything, I am surprised at that. And now, oh! Tanahashi bouncing Shingo Takagi right off of that steel rail. And back and forth action starting to pick up again between these two. Tanahashi's going to throw Takagi back into the ring. Picking him up now. What is he going to go for here? Goes for the cover. Is this going to do it? 1, 2. And that is all she wrote. Wow. Tanahashi making quick work out of Shingo Takagi. Quick work out of that. And oh, no. There it is. See, this is what we get with the G1 Climax. We get respect. Like, we get emotions running high. We get respect. We get this the whole thing about the G1 Climax is because everyone understands how big of an opportunity it really is. You know, we had two different traits on a loss here. You had Alexander Hammerstone, who took the loss in vain and was upset about it and lashed out on Hiroki Goto for it. But then you have Shingo Takagi, who took it in respect. Well, in that sense, guys, we also have to talk about the ace. Hiroshi Tanahashi is going to be in the G1 Climax this year. According to my records, I would think so far in the 2 years that we've done this prior, Tanahashi has been a part of the G1 Climax. This is going to be his first time in it. And with this, I now know half of the competitors. Alright, you know what? Before we go into the next match, I'm going to ask the other companies. Matt, Josh, Kian. Should I announce everyone's representative in the G1 Climax right now? So that way we kind of have a fight field for what everyone's understanding why this season is going to be as big as possible. Before we go on into the main event, I'll let you guys voice your opinion. Okay, so we got one go-ahead from AEW. We got a second go-ahead from Kian. And Impact. And we got If You Want To, She's from Josh. Alright, so we are going to announce the representatives from the other three brands real quick. So, starting off with Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling's representative for the G1 Climax this year will be Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia, who just came off of beating Daniel Bryan, he's someone that's potentially going to be a new big player in Impact Wrestling. It honestly could make a huge name for himself if he could go on to win the G1 Climax. That is honestly a big one. Oh, that's right. You're a boy, Boots. Thanks. From AEW, the representative that we will be seeing this year in the G1 Climax is the man who was supposed to be in last year's G1 Climax, but through situations outside of everyone's control, was substitute for Ricky Starks. He is coming this year, and he is claiming to win it. AEW's representative is none other than Sammy Guevara. Oh my goodness, Sammy Guevara is in the G1 Climax as the AEW representative. That's huge. But it doesn't get any huger than the final representation from NXT. NXT's represent is going to be Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson from NXT will be fighting this year in the G1 Climax. The American Dragon himself coming home. They're not coming home, but coming overseas to New Japan for the biggest fight of his life. That's how you make an impact. Pun intended. Daniel Garcia, Sammy Guevara, Bryan Danielson, the three representatives from three other companies, along with Hiroki Goto and Hiroshi Tanahashi. Garcia might. Well, that's the thing, Kian. You gotta remember that is that for the representatives, they're all on the same block, so Garcia and Danielson will 100% be fighting each other again. So there's something for you guys right there. But anyways, now that we know half of the competition for the G1 Climax, it's time now to move on to the main event. This is Tetsuya Naito's last opportunity. This is it. Nothing else after this. Tetsuya Naito, this will be his third opportunity to try and win back the IWGP Heavyweight Championship from Darby Allin. It's either this or nothing. All is on the line here. Darby Allin has not had to defend that title in so long. Just realized New Japan Pro Wrestling is in Madison Square Garden tonight. Is it really? That's awesome. But here we go. Darby Allin, Tetsuya Naito. A Wrestle Kingdom rematch. This is the third time we are seeing this matchup, and I will never get tired of this matchup. I really won't. This is just one of those matches that is so great. Unless Jesse zigs when we expect him to zag. You know, Kian, is there a reason why you're using that expression more? You used that last week with ZSJ. I'm just curious. You're using that expression a lot more. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the following is going to be for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, in which this will be Tetsuya Naito's final opportunity to try and win back the title. He's either going to be able to do it now or he's done. Keen just likes to zig while we zag. Tetsuya Naito, like I said last week when I invaded NWA in their final show, arguably Superstar of the Year last year, held this company on his back with the title on his shoulder. Literally was the biggest talking point, had the run of his life with the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Since then, it has been on a shelf, and he says the reason for that is because he's no longer champion. He blames his loss at New Beginnings to Jay White. He said the reason why he lost is because Jay White was there to ruin his opportunity. Now it's a one-on-one situation between him and Darby, and he will not lose a third time. This is the time in which he finally puts Darby Allin in his place. and moves on with his life and moves on with his career. I'm just on a different path. Dear Lord, Kian. Will Tetsuya Naito be able to finally put away Darby? That is the question. That is a huge question. I don't know. Darby Allin has been on a whole new level himself since winning that title. He really has. Since winning that title, he's dominated Samurai Del Sol last week. He took Tommaso Ciampa to the limit, in which beating him one time. He also went toe-to-toe against Aleister Black. And he's also gone toe-to-toe with Jay White and walked out the other side. Darby right now is just... he's on a different level than he was even before Wrestle Kingdom. And it all stems from winning back that which is around his waist. The IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Two-time champion right here. Won it the first time back at Wrestling Dontaku. And now, second time after winning it at Wrestle Kingdom against the Man in the Ring. And what is, honestly, probably the biggest and best match in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Is Darby Allin versus Tetsuya Naito at Wrestle Kingdom. When people think of that match, there's very little that can top that. And Darby Allin getting ready for action. All business here tonight. No games. He knows how dangerous Tetsuya Naito is as a competitor. He knows that Tetsuya Naito is one not to play around with in the ring. There's still scars from Wrestle Kingdom on both of these men. Darby going through a flaming table. Tetsuya Naito literally getting bashed in the head with a steel bat or with a bat. This is just the newest chapter in the never-ending battle of Tetsuya Naito and Darby Allin. And there he is, though, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Made his big return to the official verse last week. Technically, Darby is not only the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, but he's also the NWA National Champion right now as well. Even though that belt is null and void, he's the one that won it from Samurai Del Sol last week. So you could call him two belts Darby. Or I guess double belts Darby. And that is what they are fighting for, getting ready for action. Mania Nomura presenting the IWGP Heavyweight Championship here tonight. Alright, here we go. Tetsuya Naito. Darby Allin. For potentially the last time. Darby with the first bit of offense. Tetsuya Naito, though. Oh, making a pay kick or knee right to the ribs of Darby Allin. That is never something that's going to feel good. Darby, though, trying to fight out of it and does so for the moment. Fireman's carry reversal. Don't think double belts Darby is going to catch on. Yeah, you never know. He actually has to show up with two belts in order to catch on. And right there, Tetsuya Naito reversing the battering ram into a DDT. The thing is, these two men know each other's moveset so well after fighting each other so many times. Every single time Darby fights Tetsuya Naito now, he pulls out something new. That's the thing I've noticed here with Darby. So every single time now when he goes and fights Tetsuya Naito, he pulls out some new big move that surprises him. Wrestle Kingdom, he pulled out using the Destino on Tetsuya Naito. At New Beginnings, we saw him use the Black Mass. And we know Darby Allin has a new weapon in his arsenal with the Scorpion Deathlock. And maybe we're going to be seeing that here tonight here against Tetsuya Naito. So now Naito have a goal to Darby. Darby right now is in trouble. This has almost been all of Tetsuya Naito. Excuse me. And now Tetsuya Naito having a hold of Darby, hoisting him up. Darby, though, reverses. Darby sneaking up behind him. And now Tetsuya Naito. But Darby too quick. Darby now throwing Tetsuya Naito into the corner. Drop kick right to the back of the head. Now Darby in full control of Tetsuya Naito. Now what is he going to go for here? Punch to the gut. And now, oh, here we go. Darby Allin. Darby Allin is one who absolutely loves to fly. Oh my. No fear on the face of Darby Allin, that is for sure. Tetsuya Naito, though, running back into the middle of the ring, only to get the drop on Darby. This is what I'm talking about with Tetsuya Naito. He is clever. He does whatever it takes to win. This man, he may not be as resilient as Darby Allin, but I think he's smarter than Darby, to be completely honest. And now Darby just, oh my goodness, just splattering the boot onto the side of Tetsuya Naito's face. And now Naito. Naito's in trouble now. Oh, Naito. Oh, we haven't seen it so long. Damn. We haven't seen it in so long, and there it is. Destino 1, 2, and oh my goodness, so close. A Destino from almost out of nowhere. We haven't seen that move in so long, ladies and gentlemen. I almost forgot how to cheer for it. And now Tetsuya Naito picking back up Darby. Darby, though, reverses. Now, oh, punch to the midsection. Tetsuya Naito's been almost aiming for the ribs in this matchup. And now Darby Allin having a hold of Tetsuya Naito, grabbing by the hair, twisting the neck of Tetsuya Naito. Right now, Darby looking good in this matchup. I don't know how after taking that Destino full force. Darby now. Darby's starting to pick up the pace here against Tetsuya Naito. And now Darby Allin, what is he going to go for here? Darby now. Darby, here we go. Here we go. Are we about to see it? Stunner! Picture perfect stunner on Tetsuya Naito. 1, then a kick out of 2 there for the former champion. And now Darby, oh, weakening the legs. Weakening the legs for potentially Scorpion Deathlock. And there it is. There it is. Scorpion Deathlock locked in. This is what made Samurai No Soul tap out, but is not going to make Tetsuya Naito tap. Oh my goodness, the offensive capabilities of Darby Allin. And now Darby, oh my goodness. And now Tetsuya Naito going top rope. We don't see Naito go up there very often, but when he does, overshot the splash. That's not good. And now Tetsuya Naito. Tetsuya Naito going for a submission move of his own on Darby here. Releases it quickly on, though. And now Naito, what are you thinking about doing? Oh, trying to go for a slap across the chest. Unable to connect, though. And now, oh, clothesline. And now Naito going back up top rope, but Darby, right there. And oh, trying to drop the elbow right into the head of Darby, unable to do so. Now Darby's going to go for the cover here on Tetsuya Naito. Manny get into the position. Kick out 1 there for Naito. Wow. Now Darby just wrenching the neck of Tetsuya Naito. And oh, again, notice how every single time Naito really needs to get out of a jam, you know what he goes for? He aims for the ribs. He's been aiming for the ribs almost this entire match. And now back and forth action started to pick up between these two. Darby now gets the better end of the deal. Stunner! Gotta think the coffin drop is coming. I would say so. Coffin drop is Darby's ace of the hole. Now back and forth action starting to pick up again. Back and forth. Who is going to win this matchup? This is a first main event return here in New Japan. Oh my goodness, Naito potentially knocking out the lights of Darby, and oh, look at the distance of this one. Tetsuya Naito, what is this? Oh my goodness, the corkscrew! Goes for the cover, is that gonna do it? 1, 2, on a kick out, 2. And now Tetsuya Naito getting frustrated here. You can't be doing that, Naito. You can't be showing any sort of weakness here against Darby. You know that will only make Darby stronger. And now Darby sends Naito. And now Tetsuya Naito for a second time. Destino goes for the cover. But a rope break. Tetsuya Naito getting sloppy now. Tetsuya Naito getting desperate and in the process getting sloppy. And now Darby, red alert! Or not red alert, but code red. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Oh! Going for a variation of the score or of the coffin drop there. Going for a middle rope coffin drop. I saw. That's definitely something new, something we've never seen out of Darby before. And oh my goodness, that battering ram. Both these men already giving in some of their best moves. Now it's Darby wrenching the neck of Tetsuya Naito. Naito now getting out of it. And oh, again, right for the ribs. Oh, this time taking out the head of Darby. Naito trying to get into this matchup again. Naito now. Go for a submission move of his own. But Darby going to quickly get out of it. And now, oh, again, go for the legs. Go for a cover after that. And a kick out 1 for Tetsuya Naito. Wow. Oh, Darby stepping out of the way. I think he was going for that. I think he might have been going for the Destino again. That would have been the third one in this match. No, a DDT middle of the ring. And now Darby taking a moment to catch his breath here. Honestly, I'd be catching my breath too. Darby now gonna throw Naito into the corner. Darby, are we about to see it? Oh, whoa. That's not the coffin drop. Oh, no. This move has been a staple between these two. Darby Allin. That is not the coffin drop, ladies and gentlemen. Just when you think Darby was being predictable, you know what? He says, hold on to my can of soda. I'll show you how predictable I am. Oh! Tetsuya Naito caught him again. 1, 2, kick out 2. What is it going to take? Both of these men have given it everything. I mean, there is one move that we haven't seen. That's not that. Submission mover for Darby. Did Darby get out of it? I don't know if Darby got out of there or Tetsuya Naito lost his grip. But something happened. And now, Naito's bleeding. And now, Darby getting choked out here by Tetsuya Naito. Going for it up again. Tetsuya Naito gets the elbow drop. Now Darby right now a lifeless carcass in the middle of the ring. Oh my goodness, Tetsuya Naito going for it again. He gets it again. Elbow drop. Into that corkscrew drop. 1, 2. God, kick out 2. And now look at this. Tetsuya Naito telling Darby, get up. Let's end this, Darby. Let's end this once and for all. Oh, kick right to the ribs again. Now, oh, Darby countering again. Back and forth action starting to pick up once more between these two. Now, oh my goodness, what is it? What is it going to take? What does either man have to do to put away the other? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh my goodness, this has just turned into a slugfest, ladies and gentlemen. Seriously, these two men not gonna give it up. And oh, Darby misjudging that middle rope coffin drop. That might be what cost Darby here. And now, oh, I'm trying to go for that Destino again. Darby not gonna have it. Darby now, what is this? Darby. Oh my goodness, knee right to the face of Tetsuya Naito. Kicks in midsection. Tetsuya Naito caught him. Tetsuya Naito! For the third time! Destino! Is that enough? Pulling him away from the ropes. 1, 2, no! Tetsuya Naito. How? How is he? Oh! How is he supposed to put away Darby Allin? It's like Darby is immune to the Destino. Kick attitude there for Tetsuya Naito. And now, oh! My goodness gracious! And now Darby, this is, speaking of third time's a charm with a stunner! Oh, picks up this Tetsuya Naito. Doesn't go for the cover instead. Oh, no, we were learning. I thought we were about to see it. Instead, go for a splash in the corner. Kick out of 1, though. For Tetsuya Naito. And now you can start seeing the pain and agony in the face of Darby. Darby, now what is he thinking? Tetsuya Naito's almost lifeless carcass now on the mat. Oh, kick right to the back. And now Darby picking back up Tetsuya Naito. Naito now getting set back into the corner. Is it time? It's time! Coffin drop! Goes for the cover. Is this gonna do it? 1, 2, no! So close. And now Darby, oh, going for the leg again. Going to go for the cover once more. 1. And a kick out 2 again to Tetsuya Naito. What is it going to take from either of these men? Naito now. Naito with Darby. And now, uh-oh, this is not good for Darby Allin. Both sides have hit their best shots. That is true. Top rope goes Naito. Top rope goes Naito. Naito connects! And now Tetsuya Naito not wasting any time. Trying to go for it for a 4th time. Trying to finally put away Darby. Is this going to be enough? 4th time! And now, whoa. Doesn't go for the cover. Instead, trying to go for something else here. Oh, kick to the mix-up, but Darby stepped out of the way. Oh, what was he going for? Tetsuya Naito was trying to go for something, but Darby was not about to let him have it. And now, Darby in full control once again here of Tetsuya Naito. Naito now, honestly, I think he should have gone for the pin. I think he should have gone for the pin there rather than picking him back up. I don't know. A collision now between the two. Oh my goodness, something you see out of the Rocky movies. Now Tetsuya Naito wisely rolled to the outside of the ring, going. Darby can't get it, can't win out there. And now, oh! How many times is Darby gonna fall for that? Oh, it doesn't fall for it that time! Oh, whoa, 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 Darby! Darby Allin, what is this? Oh, go for the leg again! Going to take out the leg of Tetsuya Naito! And now, Code Red! Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out at 2.5. What is it going to take? Darby now reverses Tetsuya Naito. Naito, Darby. And now Darby, is it time? Darby, send him up. This might be it. Darby Allin. Toss and drop. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And that is that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I never thought I would see this. Respect from Tetsuya Naito to Darby Allin. What? Huh? What is going... Tetsuya, I mean, to be fair, he's not out in Bullet Club attire, ladies and gentlemen. Tetsuya Naito is not out here in Bullet Club attire. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that or not. Maybe we're seeing a new side to Tetsuya Naito. Who knows? But there's one thing that we all know to be true. Is that Darby Allin is still the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Real quick, before we end off today's show, just going to go over the card. First off, 8-man elimination matchup to determine the new Never Openweight Champion. I should say new, but it's not new. It's because the person who had the title last went and won it again. That, of course, being Robbie Eagles, outlasting 7 other men, eliminating a good chunk of them, too, to my recollection. Back on top with the Never Openweight Championship. Next, Hiroki Goto versus Alexander Hammerstone in the first G1 Climax qualifier match, in which Hiroki Goto won. But the story is Alexander Hammerstone low-blowing Hiroki Goto after the match. Turning heel is Hammerstone. But we'll have to see what goes on next. Next, Shingo Takagi took on Hiroshi Tanahashi. Again, G1 Climax qualifier, in which Tanahashi was able to pick up the win on Shingo Takagi. And finally, Darby Allin versus Tetsuya Naito for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, in which Darby somehow, someway, digged down deep and was able to put away Tetsuya Naito once and for all. There's no more rematches between these two. It is done. Also, important thing to announce, the three representatives from the outside companies have been confirmed for the G1 Climax, in which we will be seeing, just that way I don't butcher the name, there's only one name I'm going to butcher. Sorry, Kian, I want to make sure I don't butcher the name. I'm pretty sure I know Daniel Garcia from Impact Wrestling we will be seeing in the tournament. We will also be seeing Sammy Guevara from AEW, and finally from NXT we will be seeing Bryan Danielson in the G1 Climax this year, along with Hiroki Goto and Hiroshi Tanahashi. This is promising to be one of, if not the best, G1 Climax this year. Oh my goodness. It feels so good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. You have no idea how good it feels to be back. New Japan Pro Wrestling is officially back here in the official verse, and honestly, we had, in my opinion, a very strong first outing here for New Japan Strong, and we could only go up from here, and I am ready to go up from here, ladies and gentlemen. I am ready to take the world by storm. So, next week, we will be seeing at least one more G1 Climax Qualifier. We will be seeing the IWGP Juniorweight Championship be crowned. Will Zack Sabre Jr. be a part of that matchup? Hard to say. He hasn't signed with New Japan yet. We don't know really what's the status of ZSJ after he had his statement made in Impact yesterday. So we don't know what's going to happen. The only thing I can say is that we are going to be seeing at least one familiar face in the Juniorweight Championship match next week. Also, some tag team action. Won't be for the title. We're going to be having ourselves a mini tournament to decide who will be fighting each other at the next pay-per-view for the tag team titles. We'll be doing it with 4 teams, and I can confirm 2 teams that will be in it, but not going against each other, is the Wrestling Prodigies and the Arsenal. But we will be seeing a returning tag team be a part of this, in which I'm very much looking forward to their return. So all this and more going on next week in New Japan Strong. Guys, it feels so freaking good to be back in New Japan Pro Wrestling. You guys will never understand how good this feeling is. It feels so great. So thank you for being back with me here today on episode 1. The revolution has only just begun. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jesse James, and it's been a long time coming for me to say this too, and that was real wrestling. See you guys later.